If you've been anywhere online, you've seen it. Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Seth Meyers standing shoulder to shoulder on stage at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. They're all smiles, looking like the cat that just swallowed all the canaries. But it wasn't the photo itself that broke the internet. It was the caption. Jimmy Kimmel, in a move of magnificent, perfectly understated audacity, posted the photo with just 2 words, "Hi Donald." 2 words, that's all it took. It's not an angry rant. It's not a point-by-point takedown. It's a casual, almost breezy hi. It's the kind of hi you give to someone who has spent months screaming about you, predicting your doom, and celebrating your failures, only for you to show up, thriving, with your best friends at your side. It is, in no uncertain terms, a late-night mic drop. And the White House response? When Entertainment Weekly reached out for comment, a spokesperson replied, "Who cares?" Oh, I don't know about you, but that is delicious. "Who cares?" is the official political statement for "I am so mad right now, I could spit." It's the textual equivalent of slamming a door. It's the ultimate tell. If they really didn't care, they wouldn't have answered. But they did. And in doing so, they revealed the one truth that has defined this entire absurd saga. Donald Trump cares. He cares so much. He is, without question, the most devoted, obsessive, and infuriated fan that late-night television has ever had. And Kimmel, Colbert, and Meyers know it. That's what makes this "Hi Donald" so brilliant. It's a perfect little poke that says, "We know you're watching, and we know this is driving you absolutely insane. Welcome to the show." The strike force reassembles. This wasn't just a random photo op. This was a statement. This was a reunion. Kimmel is taping his show in Brooklyn all week, and on Tuesday, in a show of ultimate solidarity, he and Stephen Colbert are literally swapping shows. Colbert will be the guest on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Kimmel will be the guest on The Late Show. Seth Meyers, who wasn't even listed on the guest lineup, apparently just had to be there. He just dropped in, because that's what friends do. The official JKL Instagram even showed footage of him hanging out backstage with his brother, Josh, who, in a perfect little twist, plays California Governor Gavin Newsom on Kimmel's show. Meyers solidified the feeling of unity by sharing another photo of the trio with a single powerful hashtag, #StrikeForceQuorum. If that name rings a bell, it should. It's a direct callback to their Strike Force 5 podcast. Remember that? During the 2023 WGA strike, when their shows were dark, these hosts, along with Jimmy Fallon and John Oliver, teamed up to create a podcast specifically to raise money for their out-of-work writing staffs. Think about that. Their bond wasn't just forged in telling jokes, it was forged in protecting their people. This isn't just a celebrity clique. This is a genuine friendship, tested by a real-world crisis, where they put their crews and their writers first. And now, facing a different kind of crisis, a relentless, personal, and political attack, they're standing together once again. The chaos that forged a victory lap. To understand why this "Hi Donald" is so powerful, you have to understand the sheer chaos of the last few months. This reunion isn't just a team-up. It's a victory lap after a coordinated attempt to take them all down. It all started to unravel in July. First, the shocking news dropped. CBS announced that The Late Show would be ending in May 2026. This came just days after Colbert had publicly, and rightly, criticized CBS parent company, Paramount, for settling a lawsuit from Donald Trump. The timing was, to put it mildly, suspicious. Viewers immediately connected the dots. Was this punishment for speaking out? Was this corporate cowardice, caving to pressure ahead of a big merger? The network, of course, scrambled. They released a statement insisting it was purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night and had nothing to do with the show's content. Right, sure, we all totally believe that. As this was happening, Trump, naturally, took to social media to gloat. "I absolutely love that Colbert got fired," he wrote, celebrating the news. And then, he made his prediction. "I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next, has even less talent than Colbert." This is where it gets chilling, because he was almost right. Kimmel's friend and ally, Stephen, was losing his show. And what was Kimmel's response? He didn't stay silent. He didn't play it safe. He tweeted, "Love you, Stephen. F. You and all your Sheldons, CBS." This is loyalty. The cancellation that wasn't then, the other shoe dropped. ABC suddenly pulled Jimmy Kimmel live from the airwaves. For 6 days, the show was dark. Affiliate groups like Nexstar and Sinclair preempted it, citing comments Kimmel had made about Charlie Kirk's alleged killer. This move was publicly suggested by the FCC chair. It felt coordinated. It felt political. It felt like a deliberate, top-down silencing. And Donald Trump, he was ecstatic. He spiked the football so hard he nearly broke the field. Great news for America. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel Show is can't see all, he falsely posted. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. He didn't stop there. He called for all of them to be fired. That leaves Jimmy and Seth, two total losers. Their ratings are also horrible. Do it, NBC. For a moment, it looked like the bully had won. It looked like corporate pressure and political maneuvering had actually succeeded in silencing the most prominent critical voices in comedy. But a funny thing happened. ABC reinstated Kimmel. The show wasn't canceled, as Trump had so gleefully claimed. It was suspended. And when it came back, Jimmy Kimmel Live scored its highest ratings in a decade. It was a massive backfire. The attempt to silence him didn't just fail, it made him stronger. It turned out that the audience, the people who actually matter, were paying attention, and they showed up in droves to support him. Trump, predictably, was furious. I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back, he raged, threatening the network. Meanwhile, what was Stephen Colbert's reaction to his friend's return? Pure class. Wonderful news for my dear friend Jimmy and his amazing staff, he said. Then, with a perfect comedic pause, he added, once more, I am the only martyr in late nights. Wait, unless, CBS, you want to announce anything. This is the context. This is the war they just fought. Colbert is facing the end of his show after speaking truth to power. Kimmel was forced off the air by a political pressure campaign, only to return more popular than ever. And Meyers, who Trump also called to be fired, is standing right there with them. So when you see that photo, when you see those three men, smiling, united, and victorious on a stage in Brooklyn, you know that "Hi Donald" isn't just a taunt. It's the punchline to the biggest joke of all. You tried to cancel us. You failed.